What's up, guys? Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you all are doing great. I am YoYo2K, back again with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu video. Today we're taking a look at the second run through the Elite Four. I did this because, well, to be honest, I needed money. So I decided to go back through the Pokemon League. This is the second time. I haven't been back to the Pokemon League since the first time we beat the league. So I went back through and decided that while I was doing this, I might as well do a recording, make a video. So hope that you guys enjoy the video. If you do, don't forget, drop a like down below and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know how many times you guys have been through the Pokemon League and what your favorite team to face the Pokemon League is. So there you can see we just got rid of Lorelei's Dugong. I'm going to go into our Gyarados now. So when I saw that she was sending in a Sandslash, I totally forgot about the Alolan form. So I was like, alright, I'll go with my Gyarados because I was thinking, oh, you know, ground Sandslash. No, it's the Ice Sandslash. So decided, alright, fine, go ahead. I'll stay with Gyarados. Go ahead and Mega Evolve into Mega Gyarados. And then do an Earthquake and see if we can't get enough damage to take out the Sandslash. So we get a pretty significant amount of damage, but not enough to take out the Sandslash in one hit. We get not a bad hit on Neptune. Actually, didn't do a whole lot of damage at all. So Neptune will be able to take out Sandslash in 2 hits. So fortunately, that didn't hurt us too much. Didn't play out too bad. So we were able to get rid of her Sandslash in just a couple moves, and only lost a little bit of HP on Neptune. Not that it's going to matter a whole lot. This isn't like we're going against other players or something. So the Elite Four, you know, the computer NPCs aren't all that challenging. This isn't a battle against a Master Trainer, so we don't have to worry too much. Even though that is Elite Four. So we got her Lapras coming out now. Decided to go back in with Tesla, our Pikachu, and go for the Zippy Zap. It'll be a crit, and we get to go first. I didn't think it would take it out in one shot, but we were able to get over half, so that will be able to 2-shot the Lapras, which will be good. And so Tesla survives the Blizzard, so we get to go back with the Zippy Zap, get the priority, take out Lapras, and then move on to her next Pokemon. So just like that, half of her team is already down, so we are moving pretty quick through this battle. And I don't remember who she sends out next. Jinx. So with Jinx, I can go a couple different ways. I think I decided to go with Abby. I could have gone, you know, one of the other guys, like Snorlax, for example, has Crunch, or even Arcanine has Crunch, but decided to go with our Alakazam. Alakazam has Shadow Ball, so we'll definitely outspeed this Jinx. And I'm hoping for a one-shot here with the Shadow Ball, but I don't think we get it. I think we actually have to go 2 times into the Jinx. So yeah, it'll do a lot of damage, but just not enough. So Jinx comes back with a Blizzard. It hits, and fortunately we survive. Take about half damage, and then finish off the Jinx with another Shadow Ball. So right now we are doing pretty well. We haven't lost any Pokemon. We have only 2 of hers remaining. Venusaur gets level 68, so yay. Cloyster's coming out. Decided to go back in to Tesla. I should have a special attack on Tesla, like a Thunderbolt, something of that nature. All I have is the Zippy Zap for our electric damage dealing attack. I have Thunder Wave on there, but that's not what I'm really looking for in this case. Thunder Wave is more for, you know, player versus player battles. So decided to go for the Zippy Zap. So Cloyster will have a ton of physical defense, so it's going to resist this pretty well. And in fact, it doesn't even take out half of Cloyster's HP, so we still have a lot of work to do. We missed the Blizzard. Thanks, Tesla, for loving me and dodging all those snowflakes coming at your face. And so we go ahead and do another Zippy Zap. So at this point, this Zippy Zap plus one more Zippy Zap, and then we will have Cloyster down. So Cloyster goes for the Hydro Pump, And then, just like that, Tesla is avoiding all the attacks because he loves us. You know what, Tesla? I love you too, buddy. Thanks, man. Appreciate the dodge. So there we finish off the Cloyster and got Lorelei down to her final Pokemon, which I think is a Slowbro. Is that right? We'll see in just a second. And it is indeed a Slowbro. So Slowbro's coming out. Decided to go ahead and stand in with our Pikachu. This should be 2 shots. Don't think Slowbro is going to be able to take Tesla out. Tesla gets off the Zippy Zap. Does over half, so again, it will be a 2-shot. I don't know, I wish I had, like I said, I wish I had like a Thunderbolt or something. And look at that! Tesla didn't want us to feel sad. Thank you, Tesla. I'm not sad. I'm excited now. Thank you, buddy. So Tesla held on. Just think, that was like a real thing in like competitive battles and stuff. Is it a real thing? I don't think it is it? That'd be cool. It's like, oh my gosh, I should have knocked out my opponent, but no, his Pokemon held on because he didn't want my opponent to feel sad. So just like that, we have defeated Lorelei. 1 of the Elite Four down. We have 3 more to go, and then our rival. So let's go ahead, fast forward to the next battle, and we'll pick it up from there. Alright guys, here we go. Second battle in the Elite Four versus Bruno. Bruno leads off with his Onix. And I remembered that an Onix was his lead, so I was prepared with a Gyarados. And I decided to not Mega Evolve right now. Is that right? Yeah, I didn't Mega Evolve. Went ahead, stayed regular Gyarados, and went for the Waterfall. I didn't Mega Evolve at this point because I know that he has a ton of fighting Pokemon, so I didn't want a bunch of fighting damage into Gyarados' Dark type at this point. Although I think eventually that does happen. Just a little spoiler, I think I end up goofing later. Because I'm not perfect. I'm actually not all that... Not all that great, but we managed to get rid of his Onix. He's coming in with his Hitmonchan. I'm assuming he's going to go for something like a Thunder Punch on the Gyarados, so just decided to switch into our Psychic type and use Psychic, and this should be a nice one-shot onto the Hitmonchan. Alright, so Hitmonchan is down. He's going to switch into another one. I actually didn't see what he sent in. Oh, Poliwrath. Okay, so we stay in with our Alakazam. Just go for another Psychic onto the Poliwrath. And I think this will have to be a 2-shot. We get him down pretty far, right? But yeah, down to the red. Poliwrath held on with probably 6 HP. If that. You know, maybe 4 HP. So Abby withstood the Waterfall. We will outspeed for the next turn. So let's go ahead and stand in and use Psychic against the Poliwrath and take out his Poliwrath. There we go. Half of Bruno's Pokemon are now down and out. We are doing great. Haven't lost any of our Pokemon yet. I think we're going to in a minute, though. I think I goof here in a second. So he's going to send out Golem. And I totally, just like with the Alolan Sandslash, totally forgot about the Alolan form of Golem. Alright, so I'm thinking, okay, he's going to send out, you know, regular Cantonian Golem, Rock Ground type. But no, it's actually the Alolan form. And I've got Gyarados in there. But you know what? Screw it, man. Screw it. I'm going to stay in and I'm going to fight with an Earthquake. Golem is pretty slow, so I think I should be able to outspeed. And if that is the case, we'll probably get a one-shot on this Golem because there's no abilities or anything. And let's go. So, bahaha, there we go. One shot. Golem is down. Again, you know, Gyarados versus electric Pokemon. Gyarados wins. Gyarados is the boss. So, level 66 for our Alakazam. And this is where I goofed. So, he's going to send in Hitmonlee. And I'm like, yeah, okay, let's switch. And then I'm like, well, Abby's pretty hurt. Let's go ahead and just stick with Gyarados. He's not going to be able to one-shot Gyarados, right? So, let's go ahead. Let's just do a Waterfall. Something like that. But no. Silly Yo-Yo. Hitmonlee survives the Waterfall with 1 HP. Comes back with a high jump kick. Lands it right in Gyarados' face. And Gyarados couldn't take it, and is down. So I goofed, totally lost my Mega. But his Hitmonlee is super hurt at this point, so all we have to do is attack first, get a little chip shot. So let's go with Tesla, and let's go for the Zippy Zap, get the priority. We just have to do like 1 or 2 damage, so we can accomplish that with the Zippy Zap. So get the Zippy Zap away, and Hitmonlee can't take it, and is now down. So down to his last Pokemon, which I think is Machamp. Is that right? So yes, Machamp is going to come in, and we stay in with Tesla. And I think we're going to go for the Floaty Fall here. So Floaty Fall, the fighting type versus my Floaty Fall. Floaty Fall will be super effective. I'm not expecting it to do a ton of damage. I'm hoping for at least half. But we get way more than I was expecting. And there we go. It was a critical hit because the praise and all that. So Tesla, because of how much he loves us, is doing amazing. He tanked an Earthquake. We get to go first again. So just like that, Tesla has taken out a Machamp. Way to go. You're like Ash's Pikachu at this point, Tesla. You are amazing. So that's all she wrote. 2 hits from the Floaty Fall. Machamp is down. And we have defeated Bruno. That is half of the Elite Four down. We have 2 more to go, plus our rival. Alright guys, welcome back. We are now facing Agatha, the 3rd of the Elite Four. She sends out an Arbok, and I think I have Blaze going in here. I wasn't sure what her lead was. I was thinking Ghost Pokemon, but she actually led with an Arbok. So I'm looking at the attacks, decide, no, don't really have anything that is going to be good against an Arbok. Nothing, I mean, we could have done some damage for sure, but decided to switch out and give ourselves a little better chance. Go into our handy Neptune. You know, he's basically our ace in the hole. I love my Gyarados. My favorite Pokemon, and definitely the Pokemon on my team that does the most work and gets the most playtime. So I'm thinking about Mega Evolve here, Mega Evolution, and decide against it. Decide to just go for the Earthquake. We should have plenty of damage, enough to take out an Arbok. So Neptune is paralyzed but can't move. So that sucks. Oh, but look at that. Neptune loves us too. All of our Pokemon love us. Yay! So Neptune got rid of the paralysis because he loves us. And I love you too, Neptune. And Neptune goes for the Earthquake, takes out the Arbok in one shot. Got some revenge for the Glare. Arbok is down. That's 1 Pokemon down for Agatha. She's got 5 left. We're sitting pretty. And she sends out a Weezing. So basically she is like Jessie and James at this point. She's got an Arbok and a Weezing, but actually uses them a lot better than Jessie and James. So I decided to just go ahead, stay in with Gyarados, go for the Earthquake. Super effective hit, right? And we get it down over half. But then this really surprised me. I was not expecting this. Weezing came in with a Thunder attack. Like, are you kidding me? Seriously? Thunder? What the heck? And, yep, Neptune survived. 1 HP, but was paralyzed. So, that really sucks. Neptune held on, but then Agatha got the paralysis off of that Thunder. So, we can't keep Neptune in unless we want to lose Neptune. I think about going in, decide, let's go ahead and switch out. I want to get some HP, not HP, I want to get some experience for Neptune here. I mean, not only am I trying to get money from these Elite Four battles, I'm also trying to get some XP, get some levels on these guys. Decided to go ahead, switch into our Snorlax, and I'm hoping this isn't going to hurt me. Snorlax is one of the Pokemon I was trying to save for her Ghost types. So for her 3 Gengars, I wanted to have my Snorlax because matches up pretty well against her Gengars. So Snorlax tanked the Thunder, tanked the Sludge Bomb, just go for the Body Slam, and look at that. Again, Weezing held on with like 1 HP. I feel like that's been happening to us a ton these couple matches. So 1 HP for Weezing. she probably got the same message as we did earlier about Weezing held on because it didn't want Agatha to feel sad. Well, you know what, Agatha? Or Weezing, I'm sad that you held on. So there. Neptune got a level, took out the Weezing with a crunch, were able to outspeed because of the paralysis. And she's coming in with, I didn't see what. I was not looking. But I'm thinking here. Marowak. That's right. So I had almost forgotten. I was thinking, oh, Marowak. So this is going to be the ground version, the Cantonian Marowak. And then at the last minute, I was like, oh, you know what? No, the Alolan Marowak is a ghost type, so I bet that's what she's got. So I stood in with Snorlax because I've got Rock Slide, so I decided to go for the Rock Slide onto the Marowak. Thankfully, we got a connection, and at this point, I'm like, all right, let me go for the Crunch, but Snorlax is not going to survive this. Unfortunately, Snorlax didn't love us and hold on with 1 HP. So Snorlax is down. Marowak took a ton of damage from the recoil. So all I have to do is outspeed. Let's go for the priority. Let's do the Zippy Zap. Just do a little, what is that, probably like 10, 15 HP damage we have to do to Marowak. We can get that with the Zippy Zap for sure. So go ahead, do the Zippy Zap, take out the Marowak, and then we are halfway through Agatha's team. And then I think it's her 3 Gengar that are left. Is that right? Or does she have maybe 2 Gengar and a Vileplume? I may have said 3 Gengar a minute ago, but I think she actually has a Vileplume in there too. So, decide to go ahead and switch into Blaze at this point, because we can do a nice Crunch, something of that nature if we want. We do Flare Blitz. I actually didn't see. Is she sending in a Gengar here? Yeah, it is Gengar. So Gengar's coming in. We can do Crunch, and it should be a ton of damage. I think this can actually be a one-shot. So go ahead and crunch away on the Gengar and one-shot her Gengar. So she's down to only 2 Pokemon remaining. We are doing pretty good. So far, we haven't really been pressured in any of these matches. I've made a couple dumb moves, a couple mistakes, but haven't hurt us too bad, thankfully. So decided to go for another Crunch, use Arcanine again against this Gengar. It holds on with about 3 or 4 HP left, and it's going to hit us with a Sludge Bomb. Not going to be enough to take us out, hoping to avoid the poison, and we do. And then all you have to do is outspeed and get one more Crunch. So we do outspeed, get the Crunch, and Gengar is now down. So she's down to her last Pokemon, which I think is her Vileplume, if I remember correctly. Or is it another Gengar? I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a Golbat. Oh my gosh, I was totally wrong. So it's a Golbat. So she had 2 Gengar and a Golbat. Decided to switch into Tesla. Go for the Zippy Zap. Attack first. Do some super effective damage against the Golbat. I don't know why I was thinking she had a Vileplume. I was thinking she had 2 Gengar and a Vileplume. Well, first I was thinking she had 3 Gengar. And I'm like, no, she's got 2 Gengar and a Vileplume. But no, she's got 2 Gengar and a Golbat. Basically half of her team are what you would find on Team Rocket's teams whenever you're fighting throughout the game. So she goes for the Leech Life. Not going to be enough to do a lot of damage to Tesla. Just does about 35. Golbat gets a little bit of healing back, but it's not going to be enough. This match is over. Zippy Zap for the win. She doesn't bother healing because she knows her fate. It's sealed. And there we go. Golbat is taken out. Tesla is super happy about that. And that is the 3rd battle. So 3 down, 1 more to go. So we will go ahead, skip forward, and bring you guys back when we are facing the final of the Elite Four, which will be Lance. Alright guys, here we go. We are now facing the final of the Elite Four, Lance, the Dragon Master. So he goes with the Seadra first. And I couldn't remember if it was a Seadra or if it was like a Gyarados like he did in some of the older games. So I went Tesla first. Managed to work out though. Still is a water Pokemon. So do the Zippy Zap, get the super effective hit. Get Seadra down to just about a quarter health. Gonna go for the Hydro Pump and actually gets the hit. And Tesla is gonna take quite a bit of damage, but we still have about half of our health remaining. finish it off with a Zippy Zap. And that will be 1 down, 5 to go for Lance. So he's got a Dragonite, he's got a Charizard, and he's got an Aerodactyl. He decides to go for the Aerodactyl here. He's got other two. He's got Gyarados and whatnot. So here I'm thinking, okay, should I switch? It's like, what can I do against this Aerodactyl? I'm thinking about my Pokemon's moves. And let's go ahead and check. I think Sleepyhead has an Ice move, right? And yes, we taught Ice Punch to Sleepyhead right before this match. Got rid of the Brick Break just for this match and replaced it with Ice Punch. Just because I wanted to have that ice coverage against Lance. It's going to be super effective against a lot of his team. So just decided to do the Ice Punch. We get the super effective damage. He gets the Rock Slide off, and here I'm hoping, okay, please don't flinch. And we didn't flinch, thankfully. Snorlax held on, didn't flinch, able to get the Ice Punch away. Did a ton of damage, not enough for the one shot. He goes back for another Rock Slide, hits both of his Rock Slides, and thankfully neither of those Rock Slides caused us to flinch. So we're able to take out his Aerodactyl with 2 hits from our Ice Punch. So we're sitting pretty here, not too bad. That's 2 of his Pokemon down. We still have all 6 of ours remaining. He decides to go for the Gyarados. So I could have stayed in and done like a Rock Slide, but decided to go for the Tesla, get that 4 times super effective damage with the Zippy Zap. Plus it's a crit, so hopefully we can one-shot the Gyarados. As much as it hurts me to do this, because you know I love Gyarados so much. I just said it a minute ago earlier in the video. This really hurts me deep down inside. I'm mourning the loss of his Gyarados. And like that HP couldn't go down any faster. It basically just went green to nothing. You have to like do super slow mo to see how fast that went down, to actually see it go all through the greens and yellows and into the reds. So he's gonna come out with his Exeggutor here. And I did good here. I did well. To use grammar. I did well. I remembered that Alolan Exeggutor is a Dragon type, so he's probably going for the Alolan, what's it called? Exeggutor. That's the one. So I decided to go for Blaze. Blaze has Poliwrath. Decided that that would be a good attack against his Grass Dragon. Not gonna go with the Flare Blitz. Gonna go for the Poliwrath, and I'm going to do a lot of damage. That's over half. It's going to be a 2-shot. I feel like a lot of these have been 2 shots, which is good. I mean, ideally, you know, the 1 shot's what we want to go for, but, you know, 2 shots aren't terrible as well. So we outspeed, get a couple Poliwraths off into his Exeggutor, and then his Exeggutor just kind of falls backwards in a minute, right? You going to fall? Oh, yep. Fell. Well, watch out. Timber! And we've got a level on Blaze, level 64. And next is going to be, I think his Dragonite comes out next. And it is indeed the Dragonite. So decided to keep battling with our Dragonite. We have both Poliwrath and Outrage. So we can do either one. Decided to go for the Outrage. Going to be super effective on the Dragonite. Does a lot of damage. A lot of damage. So his Dragonite uses the Outrage as well. So this battle right here, just a bunch of Outrage, is basically like the comment sections in a lot of social media posts. Everybody being outraged about everything. So there we go. The Outrage battle. Arcanine comes out on top. Social media feed. Take that. So there we go. He only has 1 Pokemon remaining. It's his Charizard. And I'm thinking, okay, so is he going to Mega Evolve this Charizard? I don't know if he is or not. We could do the Rock Slide. If it's a regular Charizard, the Rock Slide is going to be 4 times effective. If it's, you know, just... if it's going to be a Mega, he's probably going to go for Charizard X. I wasn't sure at this point, so I decided to just go ahead, let's do the Rock Slide, and see what he ends up doing. And in fact, he does Mega Evolve, and it is Charizard X. So he's got the Charizard X, the Fire Dragon. He does the Flare Blitz, and it's going to do a ton of damage. In fact, it takes Sleepyhead all the way down to 1. Sleepyhead held on because he loves us, but he gets burned. So he's going to faint at the end of this turn. Not that he would have lasted next turn anyway, because he would have gotten outsped. So we got the super effective hit against the Charizard, but the burn takes out Sleepyhead. So poor guy just kind of falls backwards, goes back to sleep inside his Pokeball, and decided to go back with Blaze at this point. I think, yes, Blaze. Blaze is pretty quick, so I'm thinking we can outspeed the Charizard with Blaze. We can go either Outrage or Play Rough if we want. I think we decided to go for the Outrage again. And we do. We go for the Outrage. And outspeed and take out Charizard. Did enough damage. So there we go. We got rid of all 6 of Lance's Pokemon. We only lost 1 of ours. Is that right? Just lost 1 of ours. So that is the Elite Four down. Now all we have to do is go on and face our rival for the championship battle. So let's go ahead, fast forward to that battle, and I will see you guys there. Championship battle against Doc Butters. Commence. He's got his Pidgeot coming out first. Pidgeot, Pidgeot. However you want to say it. And if I remember correctly, his Pidgeot is a Mega. Not that I'm really caring at this point. Zippy Zap is going to be super effective against either the Pidgeot or the Mega Pidgeot. Doesn't really matter to me at this point. So he does have the Mega. And don't care. Get the priority. Let's go first and try to do a ton of damage. And we do a ton of damage. We get him over halfway down. He's got just about a third left. Goes for the Heat Wave of all things. And I'm just hoping here, praying, please don't give me the burn. I don't want to feel the burn at this point. So we avoid the burn. He withdraws and goes into his, his regular Cantonian Marowak. And I am thinking, nice play, sir. Nice play. So, you know what? 2 can play at this game. You've got your Marowak. You're probably going to go for a ground move, like an Earthquake. So, you know what? Let's go with the Neptune, because Gyarados is half flying. And, haha! You can't hit a flying Pokemon with the ground attack. So go ahead, just go for the Waterfall. And we outspeed the Marowak. And do quite a bit of damage. Not a one-shot, but a lot. He goes for the Thunder Punch of all things. Okay, I thought I was in a good position, and then he comes back with a Thunder Punch. Fortunately, it didn't do enough to take us out. We will outspeed again. You use Full Restore. I did not use a Full Restore. No, I did not. That was him. That was all him. So, Marowak back to full health. Another Waterfall takes him back down to where he was before. You're just delaying the inevitable, bud. Just take it like a man. Just go ahead, eat up the Waterfall, Marowak. You're going to like this. Go for a swim. And that is all for the Marowak. So Marowak is down. His Pidgeot is super hurt. So he is down to basically 4.5 Pokemon, or 4 and a little bit. He decides to go for the Jolteon next. Obviously that would be a good move against my Gyarados. And I don't have really anything that is super effective against his Jolteon. So I'm just going to go for the Resistance. That's right, fighting for the Resistance. That's what we're doing today. But we go for the Venusaur here. And I saved the Mega. I didn't Mega Evolve Gyarados. Saved the Mega specifically for this Venusaur, because I have the, the Venusaurite as well. So we had Mega Evolve, and then let's just annoy the heck out of him. Let's go for a Toxic on his Jolteon. And then next turn we will do a Leech Seed and just be driving him crazy. He's going to have to go for... He goes for a Shadow Ball just to try to get some neutral damage onto Venusaur. Doesn't do hardly anything. That's just like a little tickle. Just a little chip. Not much at all. Get the Toxic away. He is super poisoned. Hurting pretty badly now. And I decided to go for the Toxic first, because I think over the course of this battle, if you do the Toxic first and then Leech Seed second, you will do a greater amount of damage. So go for the Leech Seed second. So now he is Leech Seeded and he is poisoned. So we get some HP back. He loses HP to the Leech Seed. He's going to lose some HP to the Toxic as well. I freaking love this Venusaur set, man. It's so fun. So now, let's go for the Mega Drain. So we're going to get some health back from the Mega Drain. We're going to get some health back from the Leech Seed. And all the while, he is taking damage from my attack, from poison, and from the Leech Seed. So this actually should be enough to take him out right here on this turn. So he is taking damage from Leech Seed right now. Take him down to the red. And still has the poison to go. But check this out. Venusaur is back to full health. And the poison takes out Jolteon. That's what I'm talking about. That's fun. So I didn't have anything that was going to be super effective against Jolteon, but decided to go for something that would at least resist his electric attacks. So that's why we went with the Venusaur, Mega Evolved, and did some annoying work against him. I didn't catch who he was going to send in now, but looks like I'm going for Gyarados here, so maybe he's got a fire type coming in. Maybe it's his Rapidash. And I think it's Rapidash. It is. It's Rapidash. Doc Butters sent in Rapidash. So I can go either Earthquake or Waterfall. Decided to go for the stab with Waterfall. Flare Blitz from Rapidash onto Gyarados. I'm hoping it doesn't do enough. It does a lot. It takes us down to the red, but we are still fighting. And we still have our Waterfall to take. And we're able to get rid of Rapidash with just one Waterfall. I don't know if Waterfall would have been a one-shot. Thankfully, he had some recoil damage from his Flare Blitz, so we didn't have to do one-shot onto the Rapidash. So he's got the Vileplume. I was remembering a Vileplume whenever I was talking about Agatha earlier. I thought it was her that had the Vileplume, but it's actually Doc Butters, our rival, that has the Vileplume. So I decided to go with our fire type here, Arcanine. This Arcanine's pretty good. I like it a lot. Arcanine has always been one of my favorite Pokemon, and I think from Gen 1, he's definitely my favorite fire type. Probably my favorite fire type of all Pokemon is probably Typhlosion, but Arcanine is probably a close second. With a Flare Blitz, we take out Vileplume pretty easily with one hit. So, sets down and goes back to the Pokeball. We take a ton of damage from the recoil, but it was worth it. We got rid of the Vileplume with just one shot. He's going to switch into Slowbro, trying to send a water type against our fire type Arcanine, but I decide to switch out and go for our buddy Tesla. Tesla can do a quick Zippy Zap. Probably will take a couple shots to deal with the Slowbro, but we shouldn't have really any issues coming from the Slowbro. So let's go for the Zippy Zap. We'll get the priority, we'll get the crit, and hopefully at least do half. It should do over half. And in fact, it does just a little bit over half. So he goes for the Light Screen, which would have been a good play if I had had some special attacks on Tesla, but in fact I do not. Tesla actually has, if I'm thinking correctly, and we can, I guess, zoom back in the video and see, but I think Tesla has better physical attack than special attack, and that's why I have a ton of physical attacks on Tesla. Maybe that's right, or maybe I'm just making stuff up. Who knows at this point. So Venusaur grew to level 69. That's a pretty fun level, right? Yeah? So next he's got his Pidgeot coming in. It's damaged from the fight earlier with Tesla. So all we have to do is a Zippy Zap. And that is all she wrote. That's the battle. Thank you so much for playing, Doc Butters. Please come again soon. But that is it. We have defeated our rival. We have made it through the Elite Four unscathed. We have become the champion of Kanto. Feels pretty good. So we got a ton of money there too, which is, like I was saying at the very beginning of the video, that's why I went through the Elite Four in the first place. I was down on money. I only had, I think, 18,000, 19,000 left, which I know it's not nothing, but it wasn't enough to really keep buying a bunch of stuff. So there we have it. We are now in the Hall of Fame again. And this is the exact same team that I used on my first time through the Elite Four. This is the team that I've been using throughout the whole playthrough of Let's Go Pikachu. It's fairly well balanced, and I'm a huge fan of all of these Pokemon. You know, Gyarados is my favorite Pokemon, so gotta have him on there. I love Venusaur and Snorlax and all of them. So anyway, guys, that is the video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the video. If you are still sticking around watching, thank you so much. You are awesome. I appreciate your love and dedication. And hopefully we will see you guys again in the next one. Let me know down in the comments how many times you guys have fought the Elite Four. What is your favorite team to take on the Elite Four? And let me know if you want some more of these types of videos. I love playing some Let's Go Pikachu. So this is the second video I've made this week featuring Let's Go Pikachu. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day or night wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one.